Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Hydroneer. So, for today's episode, I don't really have too much planned. We have to do a lot of work in order to get the required farming stuff to do our farming part of the series, and we also still need to flatten out the land. So for now, oh, what an awful time to yawn. For now, I'm going to go over to the to complete this one quest. It is over in Ice Helm. A guy wants a knife. The main reason I want to do this quest really quickly is just to see the specifications of weight per quest item, because this is technically zero point 0.5 weight. Yeah, it weighs zero point 0.5 more than it should, as per the the quest desire. So I'm trying to see if it really matters or not. But we will have to basically just have a go at it to see. So Clayton, the good sir, I believe over there. I think that's who I'm looking for. Wants this knife here, a golden dagger, weighing 96.
I don't suppose you can grab me this. Thanks, I'm well
All
chuffed.
right, perfect. So it does work. How much was that? 300 coins. Beautiful. So with that working, we have basically that does put a lot off of my chest, because I was actually a point. I think it was a 1.5 weight difference. So I believe what this actually means is that now we can go and just basically take a iron bar that weighs like 100, and not worry extensively on exact weight requirements, which is going to save us so much time. So let's quickly go back. We're gonna grab as many of the quests as we can, get as many of them done as we can, and then we're off. So first thing I wanted to do just before I start cutting these up and getting them properly weighed, look at how much this weighs. 13,000 and 16,000. It's crazy. But we now take the saw and we're just gonna saw these in half continuously all the way up until it reaches about 100. How much is that? That is 25, so we want to go down to here, I believe. There it is. 100. Where did I put the iron bar? We're gonna take that one, and that's not it. This one is what I'm looking for. This one is too much. Okay, so now I should be able to plop all three here. Now what I want to make sure is what I'm doing. A So 1 and 2 are the iron bars, and 3 is the gold bar. So first off, we want to get the sword. Then we want to get our hammer. And we want the hammer to be over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the iron bar 1, 2, what I'm after, 3, and smack. Making ourselves another thing. So where does this one go? Ember Cradle. You got it. Actually looks like a really cool sword. Let's plop it on here. It'll sit nicely. So one of them goes all the way back to the starter area where we will do Cradle is nearby the and Bridgeport. That's what I was looking for. So let's see here. So two 100 weighted gold bars and then another 82 on the iron bar. How much is this weigh? 32. I'm not looking for that. That's not it. Isn't this one the 130? It is. So I'm just going to use the 130 because obviously I'm not going to be weighing specifics. And then it was, what? Two 100 weighted gold bars. Wonderful. Which is weigh? 51. And this is 200, right? Perfect. So if I take this, plop it there, take the saw, plop it there. And then let's have a look, see here. So 1 and 2 hilt, and 3 the blade. So 1. I need to hammer that down. 2, is this the iron? No, it's not perfect. 3. Take this, bam. The complete opposite sword we've just made. So I think we'll take these 3 for now. Plop it there. No, 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 don't you run away. Plop her there. Can I... Why is it falling over that way? What? Make up your mind, game. Thank you. Alright, let's go. So, first we make a stop by Ember's Cradle. And then we're going to make a stop by Bridgeport. And then we go all the way up to where the king is. Do that quest. And we will then have a ton of prospect coins. Which will hopefully allow us to buy some gardening materials. Alright, we finally made it. I finally found the guy that wants it. Let's have a look if that works. Perfect. Okay. That is just further confirmation that it can be over the weights as long as it's not under the weight, which is exactly what I'm after. Now to Bridgeton. I also need to fill up this thing with water. Hopefully there's a bucket over here, which we can just use to fill it up. Actually, even if there isn't, I do have a way. I'll just have to see if I have the pipes still here. But we will see. Okay, so if I'm right, this guy over here wants the I think it's the dagger? No, it's the sword. Alright, sir, your sword.
Thank you.
Alright. A wonderful 2,000 credits already. And now let's go and just get a bunch more just by going up here. Knock a villager over and all the way into the ocean. And then we are going to park our vehicle over here. Climb on over. Now, both of these guys have a quest. The guard is the one that has the quest that I'm doing.
Thank you.
And then what?
I'd like you to make me something.
And then I have that quest back at the base. Okay. Alright, so we have a solid 3,000 core, the tokens. But look at this. This opened up. So the way that this works, yeah, we have to do the quests. So what do you want? Okay. That's 18,000 prospect tokens. I will definitely take that, thank you.
Trade, yeah? For some guild tokens?
No.
Hey, up, lad.
Way up, lad. Alright, alright, alright. We'll plop this bad boy over there. We have our little coins and everything, the proof of our hard work. Let's go find out how we can get our farms started, especially since now there's a bunch of crop quests that I'm going to need to heavily automate into oblivion. Alright, so I didn't realize this until now, but it actually wants a core stone handle, which is absolutely crazy. We should only have to do that's 400, 200, 100. That's 111. Perfect. How much did it want? Wait, I needed 1,000. Oh shit. This is only 400. This is 1.8. 800. Where's the... You know what, actually, if I take this 800 one, plop it in there, spit that out, it should be like around 1,000, no? Perfect! Okay, so our 1,000 bar will sit in there. What else? What else? What else? 5,000 iron bar. So 17... That makes it 8. I'm going to want to split that into 4. That into 4 to 1. That should be 1,000. Perfect. Again, actually, I probably could just take this, which is 4,000. Plop it into here. Spit that out, and... No, still not. Okay. Which bar was it? This one? Yeah. And this one? Also, yes. Okay, it is 5.8, but that's whatever. They get an extra 1,000, and now core stone. How much core stone do we still have from all the previous times? 600. With core stone, I'm gonna be very precise, because core stone, on the other hand, I'm not gonna be very precise because I am not that chuffed about it, if I'm honest. But core stone is still pretty damn expensive, especially with how much we're still using it. Okay, now I just want to dump all this stuff back in where it belongs. So each to their own little containers. Whoa. Plop all that. Get stuck in the molten core stone. Come over here. So the reason why I wanted to do this quest first was so that I know for a fact when we go now to buy a bunch of those farming equipment stuff, we are without a doubt going to come back with everything we need to heavily automate the production of everything. So that's why I'm mainly doing the big quest now, because it is going to give us a big boy. So what do I do? So 1, the handle is the core stone. 2, which is so 1 core stone, gold, iron. Got it. So core stone, iron, gold. Take this, smack. So that's what that looks like. Let's see how much this is worth. So for context, this is worth 134,000 hydro coins. That is the state at which we are in this game, where each of the items we are making is worth that absurd amount. Let me quickly fill up this tank. I think I have a bucket in there. You know what I should do? Let me quickly set up a thing to autofill tanks. Alright, I call this the tank filler. It's meant to fill up my tank. Let's see if it works. So we're meant to just drive it under one of these. And it does indeed work. And just like that. Now there's a lot of these slots just simply because I am bad at driving. Now, off we go to hand in our magnificent, like, multi-thousand blade. Oh, what a ride. Anyway, off we go.
I need some.
Alright. Have your blade, good sir.
Thank you.
Look at how many coins we got. So can I go up now? I have to do your quest too. Annoying. But, let's go to the farming district. Here we are. So, first things first. The hydrocropper. Now that is what I definitely need in my What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, that's what it means. It doesn't need the guild tokens, it needs the farm tokens. I do believe I am hoping here.
Hey there.
Hi. That the guild tokens work here. No, they don't, do they? They don't. How do we get farm tokens then? How would we get... Is this it? Oh, these are hydro coins. And then we can get our basic tools. Ah. I see how it is now. I see how it works. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let me, well, then I got all these coins for... I mean, I guess I can get, like, core stone pipes and everything. A wee bit annoying. Let me quickly go and get our like, hydro coins. Alright, so we have a very small amount of hydro coins left over from previous buying trips. We need the sickle, the trowel, and we need a bunch of seeds. Now, everyone keeps asking for tomatoes, so I'm going to get a bunch of tomato seeds. Alright, we're all packed. We have 2 bags filled, because you can actually fill up the seed bags, which is really cool in my opinion. So 2 bags of carrots, 2 bags of tomatoes, the tools, our coins and everything, we're all set to start our farming adventure. Now, I've never done farming in this game before, so it is going to be different, to say the least. I'm not too sure on how everything will work out and all that, so we're going to have to figure that out along the way. But this is where we're doing our crop farms. So first off, let's get a trowel. So it digs and removes foundations for seeds to grow into... Oh, I see. So I can just... I don't think I need to water them, thankfully. So if I just keep going like that. Okay, we're gonna leave a nice line. Let's get, again, we're doing tomatoes. Without a doubt, we're gonna fill up tomatoes first. Now, I didn't see anything about watering the plants. But this is, again, just our first, like, trial. It was only, like, I think 6,000 total coins in order to get all this. 3 more, okay. There we go. Plop, plop, plop. And now we just need to wait, I assume, for these things to grow. We're also going to do our carrot seeds, just because I'm not stupid, and I don't want to have to wait for even longer for the carrot seeds to grow. So we're going to plop up the carrot seeds in a moment here, and then here's our good old sickle cuts down the crops. So we're going to go just as long with the carrot seeds. These holes are not lining up as well as they should be. This is why we need as many coins as we can get and to be able to buy those gosh darn things. That tool, that vehicle that'll do this for us. Okay. Alright, there we go. So our carrots and our tomatoes are going. I'm going to quickly go run over, see if there's anything more for the actual farming, like sprinklers, anything just to ensure that our farming goes as good as it can possibly. But that is where I'm going to leave off the episode. Before we do, actually, let's have a look. I just want to make sure there's any more emeralds on the way. It doesn't look like it. Now, we were very close to 1,000 emeralds when I started today's episode. I didn't show it because I only wanted to show when we were at there, which we finally are. So, now that we're at 1,000 emeralds, we can upgrade the pickaxe. So now it needs 1,300 sapphire, which is mental, if you ask me, because that's a lot. But regardless, still got 100 worth of an emerald. Not the best, not the worst. Let's quickly head on down. As the last thing of the episode, let's go and see how massive a hole this makes. So as we can see, this is like roughly the size of the holes that was made before. Now we make a not too much bigger, but definitely bigger regardless. So that's very good. We finally have a thing that is even bigger of a radius now, so we can just completely excavate down here. But I'm not doing that this episode. This area is big enough for quite a while, as I'm going to start topping up on all of our core stone machines. And then we're going to just be in like so filled up with ores and materials that it's going to be insane. But that's all from me today, guys. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below on what you would like, what you guys would like to see in the next one. As always, I'll see you then. But yeah, peace out.